Welcome back. Thrills, chills, twists, and turns. An author's brand new novel uses Nashville as its epic backdrop.
Yes, locals will no doubt know these hot spots where the storytelling turns sinister. Welcome Chris Sherrill, who is the mind behind Even Steven.
Thank you.
Yeah, you had us at Revenge Serial Killer. I know Laura has not been able to put this book down. Please just give us a little bit of the storyline.
Sure. Super stubborn Nashville detective Sara Durant hunts down America's first revenge serial killer, Even Steven, in the backdrop of a dark Nashville.
Yes, and there are so many twists and turns, people. I can't believe this is your first book. Where did the inspiration come from?
Candidly, it came from spending a decade of in hotels watching too much late night true crime, and finally landed on this idea of hearing all these victims, families of the victims, telling these stories about, I wish I could just kill that person. And then it just kind of dawned on me, there should be this avenger for people like that.
Well, it all unfolds, as we mentioned, you say, in the dark, shadowy streets of Nashville.
Yeah.
We see places like Brown's Diner, Percy Priest. Walk us through some of those locations and tell us why you chose them.
Sure. So I've spent a good bit of my adult life in Nashville, and I've gone all over. I'm an avid hiker. Love the restaurant scene, but everything from Park Cafe to Broadway Brewhouse Midtown, which is now Brew Pub, Brown's Diner, Produce Place, Beeman Park, Radnor Park, you name it. Shelby Bottoms, everything's covered. There's some weird scene or something that happens all those. You'll notice the streets, White Bridge Car Wash to Knob Road to all these different random streets that kind of navigate you through while you're reading the book and chasing Even Steven.
Yes, Nashville Lifestyles is mentioned at one point. And you know what's so interesting, I love about this book, I love when, stories are told this way, where the main character is both the villain and the hero. I gotta ask, how much research did you have to do when writing this book? Because it's so very detailed, and I'm like, Chris,
yeah,
should I be scared?
It does have this dual protagonist element to it, but there were things where, like there's a lake up northeast of Nashville that I didn't know anything about, and had to do some research on the marinas, and went up there and checked them out and validated some things. But yeah, using the maps to make sure I'd turned on the right streets and referenced random little stores that I didn't know about but check out. So I've been down these paths in my own way, but there was a lot of research that went into making sure I nailed even types of trees and things in different parts of Nashville that really stood out to me.
All right, so is any of this storyline based on any sort of true story that may have unfolded here in Nashville?
No, I mean, there's some, I'll leave it at there's some, it's open to your imagination. There are many true crimes, unsolved murders in Nashville. A lot of them have been referenced recently in some local publications, but it's something that's very interesting to me, and there is some references to stuff like that people, when you read it, you'll be like, oh, is that story from 10 years ago or 20 years ago?
Right.
Yep, I did that a few times when reading it. Guys, I honestly read this book in about 3 to 5 days. I could not put it down, as you mentioned. And you know what's awesome is this is your first book, self-published. What was that process like?
I'm still going through it. It's super complicated. Fortunately, in our backyard, we have Ingram Spark, and they have the self-publishing platform that allows you to go beyond distribution through Amazon, and so now you can get the book anywhere online from any local bookstore or major retailer that you can really think of.
Well, tell us more of your backstory. I mean, you're from Alabama, but you've lived here for a while, graduated from Vanderbilt.
Yep, I came to Nashville in '97, Vanderbilt graduate. After Vanderbilt, I stayed and I was the first franchisee of Zoe's Kitchen. So a lot of people in Nashville remember me as the Zoe's Chicken guy, the Zoe's Kitchen guy. However they said it, they all got it in different ways. But I did that for probably the first 6 years after college. And then I moved on. I was in Los Angeles and Chicago, and I've been back here in over a decade now. And just last summer, kind of decided to take this creative hiatus break in my break in my career to pursue this, a life goal to write a book.
Well, I'm so glad you did. It is so good. And if there's another book that comes out, you can mention Local on too. We're okay with it.
It'll happen. And there's subtle references to what could be next in the book. So
Yes,
definitely
Can't
have
wait to
aspirations for
see
that.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much
Chris.
for coming in. Congratulations to you. Even Steven is out now. You can pick it up online. Read more at evenstevenbook.com.